Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm having the most delightful evening. I was listening to Jim Carrey when he was giving his speech at the university and some of his theories and everything on life, and I just love that because directly before that, just on my feed, this really interesting fellow came up and I pressed on him. And it reminded me of these cards: Keeper of the Wild, Keeper of Shift, and Keeper of Wonder, especially Keeper of Wonder. And the whole premise was something that we all know on a daily basis, but we sometimes forget to reconnect to and sort of reflect on and say, this is true. This is 100% true. And I am now going to really, really form and understand this distinction between like a simulation and how quickly that can really be our reality if we stay plugged into it, which is like, just pretend you're creating your avatar and you want your avatar to be wild and dreamy and free and successful and all of these things. So he was equating it to professional and wealth and what it would feel like that way. But I like the idea of just across the board abundance of, just say you have a successful, really engaging, wonderfully beautiful vocation and career and creativity, and it creates wonderful wealth for you. So just pretend you automatically have $50 million in the bank because of that. You have, and this is like your avatar, and you're building all the things behind it, and say you are a wonderful creative and you can put anything together, you can write anything, build, sculpt, garden, all of these things that just lavish you with wonderful fulfillment every day. Put that in your avatar. You have great relationships with people. You're truly curious and wonder about them and are fulfilled by their stories and existing and connecting to them. That goes into your avatar. And now just jump into that simulation. And tomorrow act as if that is truly your life. And watch how wondrously just everything just goes off your back, like, water off a duck's back. Any little encounter that you have that would normally bother you or unshift you, any little money worry, who cares? You have $50 million in the bank. How you just let go of it and you start to receive because you're not hung up and blocking yourself on that. If somebody says something to you that's off kilter or unflattering, who cares? You have wonderful love in your life. You have all these beautiful, happy plans and gifts and talents and creativity. Who cares what this person says? Obviously, unhappy people want to just spread unhappiness, so you're shielded by that. That doesn't bother you. Your avatar just flies over that garbage, right? And that's also the keeper of the shift, where you shift from what you think is mundane or all that's allotted to you, which is small or squeamish or uncolorful, and you just let that evaporate, because in your new existence, you have abundance, you have health, you have vitality, you're organized, and you do things for the betterment of your mind, body, and spirit every moment. One of the things that I did immediately upon hearing that was a little voice in my head was like, it would feel so great to like take a nice hot shower and wash my hair and wash my face and just wash the day away and relax and put on some really nice pajamas. I have these really gorgeous chocolate brown satin pajamas I bought for England, and I immediately, without giving myself excuses why I shouldn't do this or talking myself out of a good idea, I reflected on this video, and I just immediately got up, and in my avatar, someone who's motivated by the way they want to feel better. And to feel better, it's like, I just feel like a hot shower and your hair smells great and you do a little, skin routine and all of that. And immediately one accomplishment beget another. And also in this avatar, I'm somebody who is very proactive. So I was like, sit down and make your video. You hadn't even made a video for today because you got sideswiped. So then you sit down, you're responsible, and you have amazing listeners and people on your channel. So sit down and make your video, that sort of thing. And I absolutely just love that. And I am going to try to get the link of him. He repeats, and he could condense it, but the message was just so true and powerful that we can build ourselves. And if you just act in that new character, just say it's a character you wrote, and that character is rich and successful and healthy and vibrant and all of that, and you just go out tomorrow and you just act that way. You just feel that everything is an opportunity. You're smiling at everyone, you're talking to them, you're vibrant, you are fearless in all of this, and you just act that. It becomes habitual, and because you're acting that way and feeling that way, then you're no longer just an avatar of who you are. You have become that which you were simulating, and now that simulation is your reality. And I thought it was spectacular, and was all of this, the keeper of the wild, the shift, the wonder, going back to when we were children and we just got so animated and excited about little things. Let's get excited about those little things. Let's get excited about life. Let's shift into that empowered, wonderful, habitual winner that we want to be. So I'd love for you to write down just 3 things that you feel would make your spine a little straighter, your stride a little stronger, your smile a little wider, and just add that to your avatar. And tomorrow when you wake up, remember, have that piece of paper where you can see it. Hey, I am going to start this simulation, and this simulation becomes a reality. And whatever it is you need that bolsters you and lifts you into that, have that, whatever it is. But for me, it does start with just feeling clean and healthy, and clean clothes and well dressed and skin looking good and brushed teeth and all of that thing. And then it just kind of stems from there, because you're ready. Anybody could come to your door and you're like, oh, I don't look a wild mess. I can answer my door, whatever it is. I know that something's off where if my doorbell rings and it's a package drop off, and I'm kind of like, I jump because I'm like, I wouldn't want anyone to see me like this. That makes me think that, okay, you're not up to your standards. If you're wearing crazy things you just threw on without a care or a worry or whatever, or something, just, you know what I mean, when it's like you don't feel as polished as you could be. Sometimes I feel like it's just as easy to be neat and clean as it is to be untidy, because when you're untidy, you have to look for things, right? That sort of thing. And the keeper of wonder is one of the most important in this. What does the world hold out there for you that you want to go experience? And are you taking steps towards that? Because that also is very important. And I just loved all of that. It was so refreshing, and it just hit that restart button with me. And I love you guys, and I want you to imagine the best version of yourself. And when you feel that, you operate like that, you just simply are that. You know what I mean? And I think I use this a lot. I've used it unbeknownst to myself when I sign up for crazy things at Yale, and I'm like, I don't have decades of some of the knowledge that these people have, but I'm like, I'm going to go find out. I want to be part of this study. I just do it. I jump into that avatar of, curiosity. Because as a little kid, I always wanted to be a psychologist. I always wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a neurosurgeon. I want to know why the brain does what it does. And now because I want to know, I've been able to find out in different ways. So, be curious, be full of wonder, and go out there and explore. So, my beauties, that is what you're meant to hear today. I hope you all have a great day. Love and light.